What's up, folks? This is Omar Hosea, the real. Just want to hurry up and tell you, because I only got 3 minutes left in my memory card, is that when Rome and the British came over here to America, they came over here with their laws of paganism, Gentiles. And they didn't care about the Most High's law, which is in the book of Deuteronomy and the whole book of the Torah. You know, and then when Muhammad came from Mecca and he recited those things, they wrote it in and called it the Quran in their language. But here's the beautiful part that I can really get into while I'm talking about this nationality thing, is that Rome came over here with a market idea, a market strategy. The Greeks and the British. And so they wrote a law and they took our names away from us and made us their personal property called slaves or housemates. Now, our natural names like Bays and Ills, Blackfoot, Apache, Cherokee, Olmecs, Ebus, all these different national names, they took them away from us because those names linked us up to the Word of God or the Word of the Most High. And then with those, because when they linked us to the Most High, we had a culture. And when they linked up to the Most High, we had an identity, we had a way of life, we had a way of doing business. And it so happened that the way we did business was through precepts, statutes, and commandments. And through these was what governed our life, and the Most High kept us safe from our enemies until we walked out of that nature. And so now they wrote laws called in Latin, and so now we're property. And so now we're in corporate America. And so corporate America, at birth certificate, your name was Bill Johnson, Chief Richardson, and Lloyd Brown. And because these are the slave owners' titles, every time you named your kid Brown or Stewardship, they were assigned under a corporation, under their nationality. And so they own you. And the only way you can get off of that is getting off that slave last name. And so under the universal human rights law, it says that no man can be deprived of his property or liberty. The Constitution says no man can be deprived of his property and liberty either. And so if I was born into slavery and I was somebody's property, he just took the chains off my neck and just kept his name on me as a sign of his property. And so the laws were written like that were part of his property. Like Weathers, Woods, Kieferson, Solomon, all these names that was not given to you. And so that's why we're talking about the nationality, folks. So we tell you we love you. We hope you get this, man. Get nationalized and get up off your slave owners, because they're gonna come take you, because the law can't